are fired up. Our crew is fired up. Game one's coming your way next.
IndianaSRN is on the air, live from the south side of Indianapolis, where tonight we're proud to bring you IHSAA boys basketball action as the Traders Point Christian Knights pay a visit to the Greenwood Christian Cougars. Tonight's game is sponsored by IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences. Begin your journey today. The Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Bertner Electric, serving greater Indianapolis and the surrounding counties. Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation, we do it all. And Reynolds Farm Equipment, serving our customers and community since 1955. Well, welcome to GCA and our crew tonight. Happy to bring this game to you. Producer Ben Wood, cameraman Joel Mears, and my partner Bill Ludlow. This is Clark Chafin, and Bill, love's in the air. It's Valentine's Day, and both teams would love to get a victory.
Boy, they sure would, Clark. And, you know, you look at both these ball clubs. We were talking about it before we went on the air, how close these teams mirror each other, you know, scoring-wise, who they've played, their record, everything. But you know what, Clark? You've been around this sport a long time, like me. You can throw those records out the window,
right,
baby, because, you know, we're coming down to crunch time.
It is.
And just throw them out the window. Like old Tony Hinkle used to say, whoever throws the ball on the hoop the most is going to win this game
It's just that
tonight.
easy, Bill. It's just that easy. Well, let's take a look at these two teams. First, the home squad, the Greenwood Christian Cougars. They're 13-6 on the season. They're coached and led by Jackson Williams. He's in his second year at the helm. He's got a record of 30-16, and you'll hear a lot of these numbers from offensive and defensive averages. They mirror each other, as Bill said. Offensively, GCA's averaging about 54 points, and they give up 44.5 points per contest. But don't look now, Bill. These Cougars are playing excellent basketball.
Yes, they are.
You have to go all the way back to January 10th to find their last loss against Franklin Community. They're looking to extend their winning streak to 8 games. Tell us a little bit about Greenwood Christian Academy.
Well, you know, I've seen Greenwood Christian back at the old Greenwood Christian.
Right, yes.
And we had to look over the
rail,
railing
yeah,
down on the floor. But they moved to this new facility here, Clark. And, man, what a facility is. And, you know, you look at who the Greenwood has played during this win streak. You know, they beat International, who's in their same conference or in the same sectional, and Indian Creek, Bethesda Christian, who's playing excellent ball right now.
Really good.
Or they have been playing since day one.
Yes.
They beat them pretty, handily, a 66-43 victory. And that was just February the 9th, just about a week or so ago.
Playing great basketball. Also, Traders Point's playing really well to that point, too. They're 13-5 on the year. Coach Sean Busick is in his second year at Traders Point, 25-18 in his 30th year coaching overall, and record of over 400 wins at 431 and 248. And again, offensive average, 57 points for the Knights and giving up 45 points, so very similar to the Cougars. Traders Point's also playing at a high level. They've won 7 of their last 10. But here's my question for you, Bill. Okay. They haven't played a game since February 4th, so they've had over a week of not playing, and that was against the 3A Crystal House Manual. Now, they won by 7, but is that gap, will that affect this ball club heading into this game? Is that too much of a gap?
Knowing Coach Busick, I don't think he's going to let that interfere with his players. Yeah, they may struggle for just a minute or two, maybe 3, but he's not going to let it affect the way they play because he's kept them focused during that week that they were off.
Well, they're looking for their 6th true road game win of the season. I think that's pretty impressive to go on the road and win that amount of times during the game. Let's look at the tell of the tape. Greenwood Christian holds the whole overall series advantage at 2-1 last year. They met on February 15th, and Greenwood Christian won that matchup 57-43. We're going to come back and take a little break and come back and meet some key players for both squads and hear about their impact and also get Bill's keys to the game for each team. It's Traders Point and Greenwood Christian on IndianaSRN.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Welcome back to Greenwood Christian Academy, where Traders Point and Greenwood Christian are set to do battle here in just a few moments. As we pick up our conversation here in the pregame show, let's look at some of the impact players, Bill, as we get ready and set for tip-off for Greenwood Christian Academy. They got a nice blend of juniors and seniors, but certainly a veteran presence in their ball club. Start with number 34, Blake Shoemaker, a 6'4 senior. Number 23, Max Boer, he's a 6'1 junior. He's a three-point shooter. Ian Reed, that senior presence and floor general out there at guard. Number 12, he's a 5'11 senior. And then you bring in number 14, Evan McIntyre. He's a 6-foot sophomore, and he really made a splash even right at the beginning of the season, the first game of the year, scoring over 20 points and leading the Cougars in scoring. These are some impact players. Certainly they're going to need everyone to chip in and do their part. But what's kind of some keys here, Bill, for GCA to come away with a victory?
You got the Shoemaker kid who's a senior at 6'4". Get him down low. Use that presence down low. I looked at Shoemaker. I seen McIntyre. And I used to cover Greenwood Christian a few years ago. They're still producing McIntyres and Shoemakers out there. I don't know what's in the water out there, man. But, the Shoemaker kid's got to be the man that they got to go to tonight.
And if you look at Traders Point, talk about balance. You got their starters all within a 12 to 8-point range with Amari Justice, TJ Robinson, Drew Busick, Cooper Simmons-Little, and Gus Westerfield. All, like I said, averaging from 12 points per game to 8 points per game. So some solid contributions. What's Traders Point got to do, Bill, to come away with a victory?
Well, you got to take advantage of the T.J. Robinson kid that's almost, about 12, 13 points a ball game. And Cooper Simmons-Little is another key player for this TPCA ball club.
Yeah, he does a lot of the dirty little work to get his team a victory. We're going to take a short break. We'll come back with starters and tip-off here at Greenwood Christian Academy.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor because land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
And our public address announcer brings you the starting lineups for this matchup.
And now, for your TCA Cougar starting lineup. A 5'11" senior guard, number 12, Ian Reed. A 5'10" sophomore guard, number 21, Noah Reed. A 6'1" junior guard, number 23, Max Brewer. A 6'3" senior forward, number 30, Parker Sessions. And a 6'3" senior guard, number 34, Blake Shoemaker.
And there you have the starting lineups for both squads. Traders Point be wearing their road navy blues with the gray numbers, and Traders Point with the side, kind of the accents down the side. Meanwhile, Greenwood Christian in their home whites with the navy blue numbers. Be a good matchup, as we said in our pregame show, Bill. Two teams with almost identical records at 13-6 and 13-5. And pretty close with offensive and defensive averages as we're underway, and the tips controlled by Traders Point.
Interesting tip there. The guy on the other side of the line got it, but he tipped it back to
a tip to they tipped and tipped it, right?
That's right.
A little drive down the lane. They're going to call a tripping foul on Max Brewer. That'll be his first foul as T.J. Robinson was trying to get to the basket. First foul of the game. And Traders Point will inbound the ball underneath. They'll throw it outside to Amari Justice, leading scorer of this Traders Point ball club. You see Greenwood Christian in a man-to-man. They work it around the perimeter. Here's Robinson. Gets a ball screen from Westerfield. And he'll throw it. A little skip pass, a little too strong.
He was watching Patrick Mahomes the other night, wasn't he? He's seen the Kelsey kid down there.
Well, that was the corn dog play. His turnover leads to a possession for Greenwood Christian. Traders Point sets up in a zone. Looks like a kind of a 3-2 or a 1-2-2 kind of look. As Ian Reed directs some traffic and gets his guys in the right spot. Max Brewer definitely a zone buster. He can knock down that outside perimeter shot. They quickly move it around. Shoemaker's three short. Westerfield with the rebound. Noah Reed tried to
he
do it off of him, but came back.
Oh, I think he might have got away with a little bit of suitcase was packed a little bit maybe. But
good ball movement here by Traders Point as the Knights move it around the perimeter. Showing some patience. Here's Cooper Simmons Little. Hand off to Robinson. They swing it around. Justice. Again, just really good position defense in the half court here by Greenwood Christian. A big long three by Justice is no good. Blake Shoemaker skies high for the rebound. Inside to Satry, and a nice play by Westerfield to get his hand on the deflection.
Good defensive play there.
There's the drive and taken up and good. Amari Justice, his first field goal, and it comes 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the contest. And gives Traders Point the early 2-0 lead.
If we can't continue to do this tonight, we may not hit that 50 mark tonight, Clark.
No, it sure looks like the defensive average might be the one that
exactly
holds true. And with this zone, it's really slowing down this offensive attack of GCA. Here's Shoemaker in the paint.
Oh!
Blocked at the top by Cooper Simmons Little.
You know what he says? Get that shot out of here.
Get it out of here. Cooper Simmons Little drives. Sets up a three ball and it drains it. T.J. Robinson. The 6-foot junior buries his first field goal. It's a quick 5-0 run.
And GCA, they're not, getting nervous yet. They are being patient.
Another steal and a turnover. Justice in transition.
And it almost looks like GCA might have been the team that's been off for a week. And here's the three replay.
And you see the driving kick almost came up to like a little double screen.
Yeah, he did.
For Robinson there as he hit the three. Substitution in the game as Evan McIntyre, the 6-foot sophomore, has checked in for GCA.
And I think Coach Williams wanted this to maybe see if he can set a fire on this offense a little bit for GCA.
Well, and McIntyre's one of those zone busters. He can shoot the three, so you get him and Boer out there to kind of complement each other, and hopefully that opens up some inside play for Shoemaker as well. Meanwhile, GCA playing some really good defense of their own. You can really tell the communication level is high.
Again, it's almost like two heavyweight boxers kind of feeling each other out in the first quarter here, first few minutes of the ball game.
Deflection out of bounds. It'll stay here with Traders Point. 3:55 to go. As Justice inbounds the ball to Cooper Simmons Little. Might have got away with a travel, or no, they did call it.
Yeah.
Little pirouette.
It looked good, but
turnover gets the ball back to GCA. Let's see if they can get on the board here, trailing 5-0. Inside to McIntyre to Ian Reed. Shoemaker in the corner. And he gets that one. Blake Shoemaker for three.
Finally gets GCA on the board.
5-3. Quickly back down the other way, and it looks like GCA goes to a zone, 2-3 zone here. Try to confuse this Traders Point offense. And Justice
tipped away.
Throws it out of bounds.
Here comes Shoemaker's three, Clark.
Yeah, good ball penetration. Ian Reed found his senior running mate in the corner and knocks down the three.
The defender forgot where Shoemaker was at, Clark. You gotta think where your man is on the floor.
Here's still a nice play by Robinson to get a deflection. Pollard to Justice, and they'll reset, try to figure out if GCA's in a man-to-man or zone. And it looks like they're back to a man-to-man this possession. And a steal. Taking down up, blocked away is Noah Reed, but he gets his own rebound. Skip pass to Boer for three. Bring it up.
Oh, Max Boer.
Max Boer, his first field goal. And now it's 5-6. GCA on top for their first lead of this contest. And it looks like on make field goals, GCA is going to that zone. There's a driving kick. Three, and answers back is Colton Pollard.
Man, the threes are ringing tonight, Clark.
It might be raining outside, but it's raining threes inside tonight. Boer will try another one. Got it! Woo! Call the fire department. These guys are letting it fly. 9-8 now. And when we first, with the first half of the first quarter, Bill, with only 2 field goals, and now the scoring has picked up. Here's Westerfield, deflected by McIntyre. You know, he did the smart thing. He did the smart thing, though. He didn't throw it under his goal.
Right.
There's a deflection. Noah Reed comes away with the steal.
Oh, ball's tipped.
And Pollard got his hand on it, and that's off Noah Reed. And Bill, let's take a look at this second three by Max Boer.
Almost in the same spot as the first one. A little bit more along the wing side.
Stepped into it, knocked it down. Jordan Tallman's checked in for GCA. But Ian Reed will take a breather here with the first quarter winding down to its last few moments. Cooper Simmons, Little with the left. A nice drive by the 6'2 senior.
Went right in there and did what the coach told him to do.
Attack the basket. Attack that gap on the zone. McIntyre on the other end, a nice feed by Jordan Tallman.
See, just what with the presence of McIntyre, you know, you had Boer with the 2 threes, and then McIntyre put that one in.
And now the press causing some havoc. Noah Reed loses control, maybe a little out of control. Picked up. Justice over to Westerfield scores. And boy, we got to pace up and down now, Bill.
That Clark did not look smooth, but it worked. You know, the end result, you got your 2 points.
8 seconds left. Let's see if GCA gets the shot they want here to close out the quarter. A deep three by Noah Reed's off the mark. Cooper Simmons Little gets it. McIntyre steals it, but no call. And that'll be the end of a wild first quarter. 5 lead changes in total, and it'll end with a Traders Point 1-point advantage.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you'll have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Ben Wood, Joel Myers, Bill Ludlow, Clark Chafin here at Greenwood Christian Academy. And Bill, you know, we thought halfway through this first quarter it might be the first game to 20, and then all of a sudden we got to the OK Corral and it became a shootout. 5 threes combined for these teams as Traders Point holds that 1-point advantage. Your thoughts on the first quarter?
You know, I like the way the McIntyre kid came in. Boer finally got on track, hit those 2 threes. But you're right. The way this thing started out, we were going to be lucky if we got to 20. But now we may hit those 50-point marks that each team is averaging on offense tonight.
Well, solving the mystery of these zones and certainly GCA mixing up their defense as McIntyre in the middle of the zone. Can't get it to fall. Nick Dearman clears for the rebound as he just checked in for Traders Point. And here come the Knights. Justice with the ball. Robinson gets a ball screen. Also in is Joel Cook.
Oh,
and
that ball just hung on the rim.
Decided
going either way.
No, it decided it didn't want to go home. Don't leave Max Boer. McIntyre on one wing, Boer on the other. And a nice pass down low to Jordan Tallman for two.
Tolman's into this lineup, and another, a 5'10 junior.
And a tie-up, a turnover, that leads to the Greenwood Christian Academy ball.
Another lead change, Clark.
6 lead change. Now it's GCA's turn to have the advantage. Shoemaker over to Boer, back to Shoemaker. Again, you got McIntyre in that middle of that zone. There he is. Inside, outside, Shoemaker for three. No good. McIntyre gets the rebound.
Got his own rebound. Had it knocked out by a Traders Point player.
It's a little off balance when he got that rebound, but he had the right idea to go back up with it. But the ball will stay here. You got to think in this cool facility, though, maybe that background of a little bit different than what these players might be used to. Boer, jump, stop, pull up, got it. Nice jump shot. Max Boer continues his strong first half performance. He now has 8 on the game.
Leading all scorers right now.
And that's the biggest lead for GCA so far at 3 points. Dearman with the ball in the corner to Justice for three. No good. Shoemaker's going to initiate the break. Another nice pass. Boer in the corner for three. Nice. Ian Reed. And we know Max Boer made the play, but how about Ian Reed, knowing that Max Boer is on fire right now, gave up that shot to find Boer in the corner, and Max Boer knocks down his third three.
You need to put a person on Boer there.
Let's take a look. Yeah, watch this, Bill, as Ian Reed's going to get this ball. And it looks like he had a notion.
He had the look.
He did, and he recognized Boer was in the corner, and Boer had that shooting pocket ready to go.
That's good basketball IQ right there, fellas.
That's what you want in the point guard. Meanwhile, a three on the other end by Justice cuts the lead in half. And now it's 18-15. Boer drives, takes a hit, no call. Robinson clears it away, stolen down there back by Ian Reed. Boer skip past to Shoemaker. Down low to Tallman.
Got Boer out there.
And they'll reset. Shoemaker, nice high-low. Tallman blocked from behind by Cooper Simmons Little.
Cooper Simmons Little is 6'2", and Tallman's 5'10". So,
one thing at Cooper Simmons Little, he averages about 10 points, but he leads them in rebounds. He leads them in assists. He just does a little bit of everything for the Knights. As they work against this man-to-man defense, Robinson tries to drive, cut off nicely by Boer. Here's Cooper Simmons Little and a nice back
drive.
cut.
Oh.
And they're going to call a charge or a blocking foul. They're going to call a charging foul. As we see this block from behind, Bill.
And he kept the separation to where he wouldn't be called for the foul.
Yeah, didn't hit him with the body down low. And looks like we're going to have a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take one with them. Greenwood Christian +3.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. His land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe is a new spot for breakfast or lunch, open Wednesday through Sunday. Try our classic breakfast or our sweet baked goods. Located in Lawrence, Indiana, check out Tam's at 6427 Oak Landing Road or call for carryout at 317-760-1640. Traders Point, Bill, with the timeout and trail by 3 as we're almost halfway through the second quarter.
You know, you're reading that read about Tam's Bakery.
Yeah, mouth-watering.
Maybe we ought to call them and say, hey, can you bring a
little Valentine's gift to us?
Exactly, there you go.
Oh. With some conversation hearts. Here's McIntyre, the top of the zone. Satry pulls up from 17. Back iron, no. And they're going to call a foul on Ian Reed as it looked like Joel Cook came down with that rebound. And that's the first foul on Ian Reed. Not very many fouls this game either. Neither team has made it to the free throw line. Probably the benefits of playing a zone. Protect your players, and both teams not very deep as well, so that's part of the strategy each of these coaching staffs employ. Here's Westerfield, drives, little Euro step, and they're going to get him for the travel. That third step, he couldn't elevate as Reed went to cut him off.
You know, the thing we got to wonder about, Clark, is number one for Traders Point, Drew Bussick, is not in the lineup, who normally, I believe, starts for this ball club.
And he averages 11 points a game, and Billy's a 51% three-point shooter. As Satry scores his first field goal, 6'3" senior uses the left hand.
Well, and what he did was he saw that his teammate missed it. He stayed with it and was able to get the ball back up and in.
Dearman had the ball over to Cooper Simmons-Little. He fakes the handoff, drives the left hand. It's good. It's the second time we've seen Cooper Simmons-Little use that offhand driving down the lane. Oh, as it fell short. My apologies. I thought it went through the rim.
Well, I did too, Clark.
Dearman now gets it. Over to Robinson. Alone in the corners, Justice. Now he gets it on the wing. Little separation. Oh. Shoots and scores. His second three. Amari Justice. Inside and up, and Tallman's going to draw the foul. Bill, we check out this last three by Amari Justice here. Just had a little bit of separation, knocks it down, and Tallman at the other end will go to the free throw line, the 5'10" junior.
Tallman wasn't aggressive on guarding Justice on that three-pointer because he kind of got screened, and he just kind of eased up a little bit.
Tallman to the charity stripe. He'll shoot two shots. The first one rattles in. First free throw of the game.
How about that? We're halfway or over halfway in the second quarter already, and we got our first free throw.
Only 5 team fouls combined. Tallman's second free throw is in as well. He now has 4 points. And here comes Traders Point on the attack. Robinson. Move it over to Cooper Simmons-Little. He'll drive.
Oh.
And they're going to call
Are they going to call a block?
Looks like they'll call a blocking foul. Looks like McIntyre tried to slide his feet over. As Cooper Simmons-Little got downhill, he was rolling. Full head of steam. Caught McIntyre out of position. Here come the Knights. Pollard on the wing. Picks up his dribble. Little trouble.
Little shovel pass.
It's tough to do when you got a lot of hands down there, when you got a screener and two defenders. And the deflection out of bounds. Nice pressure defense.
Going to GCA.
Here come the Cougars. Up 4, under 2 to go before halftime. McIntyre inside to Tallman. High-low. Satry left hand. No, little off balance.
Man, that would have been sweet if that would have went in.
That was a nice passing by the Cougars. Just couldn't get it, answer the call there. Simmons-Little tries to drive. He'll hand it back off. Fake the handoff. In the corner to Robinson. Long skip pass stolen away. Up and in is Noah Reed for his first field goal.
Noah Reed saw that pass coming. Tipped it away.
Good anticipation. Now they're trying to trap that ball screen. Westerfield. And they're going to call a charge. Noah Reed with his second great defensive play in a row picks up that charge.
That's going to be Westerfield's first foul.
Here, let's take a look. Good call by the official. Established position.
Well, that and he ducked his shoulder, tipped his shoulder a little bit, and you're going to get called for that every time, I believe.
McIntyre to Tallman. Oh, that was his sweet spot. Thought I was going to let that one go, Bill. I think if it was me, I would have.
He was thinking about it.
Now 40 seconds remain here before halftime. Greenwood Christian matching their largest advantage of the contest right now, up 6 points, and it looks right now, Bill, that they're satisfied just to take the last shot here before halftime.
Yep.
Traders Point extends their defense a little bit. Tallman, skip pass, McIntyre for 3. Yes!
Got it.
Evan McIntyre, sweet left-handed stroke. 27-18 with 7 seconds. Justice with it. 2, 1, 3 at the buzzer. Off the rim, no. And that'll do it for the first half in a quarter where Greenwood Christian in the second quarter scored 16 and outscores Traders Point 16-6 in that second quarter. Bill, they take a 9-point, 27-18 halftime lead. Your thoughts here on that first half?
When Traders Point came out in the first quarter, they didn't look like a team that had been off for a week. Then you get into the second quarter, okay, maybe it is starting to show up a little bit, and Greenwood Christian took advantage of that with the shooting of Boer, McIntyre, and straight, So, I thought we're not going to make it to 50. Well, I don't know. They're 27. They very well could be.
They very well could be. It'll be interesting to see some halftime adjustments that both coaching staffs will make. We'll take a halftime break and come back with some stats and get you ready for second half action. Greenwood Christian Academy on top of Traders Point at halftime.
Today, greed, selfish interest, and barefaced corruption seem all the fashion. America needs great men of tolerance who can give honest debate to the great issues of the day. I've seen mostly squabbling, men squandering their time, being wolves to one another. Yet, I'm not without hope. We still have Freemasonry. Yes, the same Freemasons that helped create this country have always provided great men when needed. And today, in every city and town in America, Freemasonry is still providing that special place where young men can find their greatness and accomplished men can give something back. Yes, in this time of great hope, It is my hope that America will see that Freemasonry is a national treasure that cannot be separated from our country's future.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
Hi, my name is Chris Cross, and for the last 6 years I have taught elementary at GCA, and I'm currently transitioning into an administrative role. Fourth grade students are often struggling with who they are and how they relate to others. Being an elementary teacher, I have been able to speak God's truth into the lives of students just in an everyday manner. Just for example of tattling or gossiping and going into God's Word and saying, how does this word, God's Word, speak into this relationship? How do we use it? What do we do? And the greatest thing is that I've seen those kids take those pieces of information, put them into practice, and also teach their other fellow students. Out at recess, I've heard them say, well, what do you think God would say about this? And to me, that's the greatest thing that can happen here.
I'm Sean Branch, and I am entering my 6th year of teaching 6th grade Math, Science, Bible here at Greenwood Christian Academy. I think every teacher in the world wants to have an impactful relationship with each of his or her students. Here at GCA, I get to know these kids. I get to have an impact on their lives because I know what they're interested in, I know what they're passionate about, I understand what they're dealing with and where they're coming from. I've had relationships and communications with their parents, and so I'm able to speak life into them in and out of the classroom, which is a real blessing. As a former student athlete myself, I never thought I would be able to use that part of my journey to impact so many people's lives, but now here at GCA as a coach, I can take my knowledge of sport and use it as a ministry to help these young people.
Learn the story.
Love the story.
Live the story.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks. Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You saying I did?
We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAfoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Welcome back. Halftime here at Greenwood Christian Academy. The Cougars on top of Traders Point Knights 27-18. We'll let you know that this broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, videos, and audio without the express written permission of the IHSAA is prohibited. Again, Greenwood Christian up 9 here at halftime. Bill, let's run down the scoring for both squads. First for the home team, Greenwood Christian Academy. They're led by Max Boer, who has 11. You have Evan McIntyre off the bench with 5. Jordan Tallman off the bench with 4. Blake Shoemaker with 3. Parker Satry with 2. And Noah Reed with 2. 5 threes for the Greenwood Christian Academy Cougars. Meanwhile, for Traders Point Christian, they're led by Amari Justice with 8 points. Cooper Simmons Little with 4. Colton Pollard with 3, TJ Robinson with 3, and Gus Westerfield with 2. They have 4 threes on the contest. Bill, it looked like that second quarter really was just a tough for Traders Point there, only scoring 6 points, not nearly as much of the balance. Got to get more of those shots coming from the supporting cast. Kind of your thoughts here, maybe adjustments as we see the second half getting ready to start.
Well, I think what you got to do is, and I'm not sure what's going on with Drew Bussick of Traders Point, but if there's any way you can work him into that lineup, you got to maybe do that this second half. If not, it's going to get away from you, But you got to take care of the ball a little bit better. Watch your shot selections, and you didn't get behind all at one time. You're not going to make it up in one time. Chip away at it a little bit at a time.
There's no 10-point shot. Missing Drew Bussick is a key.
I've not seen any.
Right. Unless it's one of those old MTV or games that they used to play there during the All-Star break. Drew Bussick, go ahead.
But, Clark, if you're GCA, you got to continue to what got you to this 27-18 point lead. Don't forget, just think, we're ahead 27-18. We got this one won. No, you don't. You got to still continue to play. Clark, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're right. You're right on. And I was just to your point about Drew Bussick. He's a 6'1" junior. He's a starter, averages 11 points per contest, shoots 51% from the three-point line. So it is a big miss that Traders Point not having him in the lineup. Jack Cherry Insurance Agency is a company that we suggest you contact for all your insurance needs, whether it's family, car, business, and home. It's an insurance company to serve you. Contact them today at 317-894-7000. Jack Cherry Insurance Agency. Traders Point will get the possession here as we start second half of play. GCA into the man-to-man. And Pollard for 3. No good. Good look, though.
Yep.
That would have cut it to a 2-possession lead right out of the break. Didn't fall, and now.
Something I'm not seeing this with this generation of basketball, you got to follow your shots, I'm thinking if Pollard would have followed it, maybe. Come on, man.
It's a lost art. Skip past to Noah Reed as the Cougars work the ball around the perimeter of this Knights zone. Looking to penetrate, find that open shot. Noah Reed steps in and anticipated Shoemaker diving to the goal.
But what I saw on that was Boer was in that sweet spot, and he was like, here I am.
He was
but
ready.
It got away from him.
Turnover leads to Traders Point basketball. There's a pick and roll. Simmons Little with the skip pass.
Movement.
Yes. And it's the second really good look so far in the 2 possessions.
And some nights, Clark, that lid's on that basket, it ain't coming off.
There's a possession, both teams on the floor for that loose ball. It'll be a tie-up, and GCA will maintain possession.
Little scrum there.
9-point lead, the largest of the game. At the beginning, as we said, there were 6 lead changes. Both teams exchanging 3-pointers at one point. Reed over to Satry.
There he is again. He's in the corner.
He's in that spot.
They can't find him, Clark.
And a 3-second. There's one for you, Bill.
You don't see that often, do you?
He should follow his shot the next possession down the floor. We got the trifecta for you. Traders Point with the turnover. GCA has 2 turnovers in these early third quarter possessions here, and I haven't gotten a shot off. Simmons Little drives, kicks it over to the skip pass rather. There's an open 3. Again, rims out, no good by Pollard.
They're getting the looks, Clark.
Yeah.
But like I said.
Yeah, that's all you can do as a coach. You can get them in position and give them a chance to get a good-looking shot, but if they don't fall, really nothing you can do about it. And there's another turnover. Over and back.
Yep.
And, Bill, you just mentioned right before the third quarter about if they're Greenwood Christian, you got to keep doing what you're doing. And so far, maybe a little slip in concentration. You see Coach Williams brings in McIntyre to try to get those.
Get that fire again, Clark.
He's the one who kind of got him ignited there in that first half. So McIntyre comes into the game after about 2.5 minutes of third quarter action.
Williams said, I've seen enough.
He's ready. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Meanwhile, Traders Point has 3 possessions and 0 for 3 from behind the arc.
But again, don't rely on that 3. But, okay, rely on it. Make me a liar. Come on, man.
Amari Justice. The 6-foot senior drills his 4th 3. He now has 11. And a nice hustle play by Pollard. And looks like T.J. Robinson comes up with the save. But how about Colton Pollard? Gets the deflection, keeps it in bounds. And T.J. Robinson has the presence of mind to go after. Bill, here's that back down 3, or knock back 3, step back 3, rather.
Yep.
We got a 30-second timeout. Let us tell you that Jack's Donuts is great donuts made and served fresh every day, plus great tasting coffee. Stop by at Jack's Donuts at 9105 East 56th Street or a Jack's in your neighborhood. Jack's Donuts, the official donut of IndianaSRN.
But we come up here this evening for this ball game. There's no Jack's Donuts in the studio, Clark.
And it's found, and you should think we would have some heart ones.
There you go.
Little pink icing with maybe some red sprinkles.
Well, I need to talk to my agent when I get out of here.
To the line goes T.J. Robinson, 6-foot junior. Has 3 points. He's a 63% free throw shooter. He's short on that one.
Man, there's just nothing falling for TPCA right now.
He'll get a second opportunity. They've cut the lead to 6. And that one's nothing but the net. And now it's a 22-27 5-point advantage.
Only our second free throw of the night. Correct?
Correct, yeah. The second we had someone in GCA, so that was only the second trip. It was a nice play by McIntyre. Again, get him into the game, and good things have happened for GCA.
And we're almost halfway through this third quarter, Clark, and
it's really gone by fast.
It has.
Man-to-man here by the defense.
And you were just wondering what would happen if some of those shots by Traders would have gone early in this third quarter.
Well, tough catch by Justice. Couldn't get it to fall. Shoemaker clears. He's going to bring it down the court. Corner three for McIntyre. He's got it.
Got it.
Evan McIntyre, his second three. He now has 10. And immediately after that timeout, or after that three, there's going to be a timeout. We'll take it with them. 32-22, Greenwood Christian on top.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Industrial Sales Associate has been an electromechanical component manufacturer's representative for Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, and Eastern Tennessee for years. Good luck to all the teams, and for more information, contact Rich at 317-546-1900. GCA with the three after McIntyre, and we get a Traders Point timeout. Traders Point now with the basketball. And insert Drew McIntyre, Bill. And get some offense, or Evan McIntyre rather, and get some offense.
So there's your general right there. General McIntyre, we'll call him tonight.
Cooper Simmons Little, Westerfield. Justice. Pollard. Just good sticky man-to-man defense by Greenwood Christian. It's really good off-ball positioning from the weak side. They tried to double there, the handoff. Westerfield
almost
in the
created
corner.
A turnover, but they were able to keep the ball alive.
Here's a drive by Justice, and he's going to go to the line.
Fouled.
Well, that's the benefit also if the threat of a three-point shot, because that closeout was so fast that he was able just to do a little shot fake.
Right.
Get by the defender. He'll go to the free throw line. His first trip. He's a 79% free throw shooter on the year. And leaves that first one short.
You know, there used to be an old coach down south that if you miss free throws, we're staying after the game.
We're going to shoot him till we make him.
There you go.
He misses that second one. Joel Cook just checked in the game, though, and got that offensive rebound.
They're leaving a lot of points out here tonight.
Tallman on the steal and score. Jordan Tallman.
Gives him 6 points on the evening, and I think some of this crowd here is starting to feel it now, Clark.
Very important 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes here for Traders Point to stay within striking distance.
There's a foul. Dearman was fouled, but it was on the floor, so no basket. They'll get the ball out of bounds.
12-point lead now, Bill. That is the largest of the game for GCA at this point. Traders out of bounds underneath. Shoemaker tips it away. Boer not quite there in time. That ball goes out of bounds, but good job by Shoemaker to get a hand on it.
Well, he was watching as the guy threw it in and was watching the ball. He knew where the defender was, the guy that was going to catch the ball. He knew where he was at.
Justice will bring it across the timeline. 2 minutes and 12 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Deflection by Shoemaker. Cook runs it down.
And there's just nothing going right for TPCA right now. And another turnover.
McIntyre deflected away by Pollard. Justice comes up with it. Nice steal there. Good quick hands by Pollard. He's had a couple of nice defensive plays.
No movement for Traders right now.
A lot of scramble action. Loose ball.
Man.
It's more of a scrum. McIntyre up ahead to Tallman, and he loses control. Back down the other way. Up, and they're going to call a blocking foul. T.J. Robinson.
It's going to be on McIntyre, and Clark, that's his third.
Not only third, but T.J. Robinson earns that field goal. Let's take a look at it. Helter-skelter basketball. And a little Euro step. Plays through the contact, gets the and one. T.J. Robinson now has 6 points. And you mentioned it, Bill, with McIntyre, that foul. Parker Satry comes back into the game. Let's see if T.J. Robinson can complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Just a little short on that free throw. Inside to Satry.
And now you're just saying, okay, that week off for Traders, it's now starting to settle in or take effect.
There's you definitely lose that rhythm that you've established. Yeah. Boer in the sweet spot, and out.
Went in.
Satry, though, cleans it up, gets a field goal on the offensive putback. He now has 4. And with 42 seconds remain.
Almost created another turnover there.
In the corner, 3 Justice off the top of the backboard. Shoemaker gets it. Here comes some transition. The Cougars are out and running. Stop and pop and got it. Blake Shoemaker, his second 3.
And now that separation.
And another steal. Here comes Boer. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Shoemaker. He shielded the defender. But let's take a look at this 3, Bill. Gets Blake Shoemaker.
Once he got that ball, he knew what he wanted. He wanted that 3.
Well, and how hard is that, Bill, to get your rebound and get all your speed and momentum going down the offensive end and stop on a dime and shoot it from 20 feet?
I tell you what,
that looked like you out there.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Man, once I get my momentum going now, Clark.
There better be something cushiony on the other end.
Exactly.
And some ice. Turnover, 2.5 seconds left. Let's see what GCA does. Noah Reed to Boer for 3. Oh, short. But a well-played third quarter. And GCA extends the lead to 15 as Greenwood Christian Academy has a 39-24 advantage. We'll come back for fourth quarter action here at Greenwood Christian Academy.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Welcome back to Greenwood Christian Academy. Ben Wood, Joel Mears, Bill Ludlow, and myself, Clark Chafin. And we're excited to bring you fourth quarter action. Hey, if you feel like treating someone special to a delicious meal from Aspen Creek Grill, well, the next time you come in for dinner, buy a gift card. It'd be a good time to do that for Valentine's Day. Aspen Creek Grill has great food. Be sure to try the hand-cut fillets. Located in Noblesville, call for carryout at 317-559-3300. Fourth quarter, and immediately a turnover. And it'll go back to GCA. Bill, GCA, again, doubling up Traders Point in that third quarter to extend that 9-point lead to 15. Very important beginning moments here of the fourth quarter for Traders Point.
Too early to take some time off the clock, but they're just working the ball around.
Nice pass.
Brewer, there he is.
Shot fake, jump shot, Brewer in and out. He said 2 in and out. Satry gets the rebound and the foul.
That Parker Satry is a 6'3" senior.
Gives him some added presence because Shoemaker can go inside and outside. And here you see him on the offensive rebound. All of his points have come from those garbage buckets. And you need someone like that to do the dirty work. And then he converts on the free throw. He now has 7 points for Satry. It's 42-24, 18-point lead. Nice move by Robinson. Little up and under. We used to call that the Kevin McHale move. He'll draw the foul. Robinson will go to the free throw line.
Traders Point's next ball game will be February 17th at Clinton Central.
Robinson knocks down that free throw. And I think Clinton Central, I think that's a game where, from a record standpoint, that Traders would be favored in. Robertson connects on both free throws.
And then for GCA, they will be at Edinburgh on the 17th.
And only, a couple of weeks left in the season.
Yeah.
Shoemaker
nice
the benefit of
ball
good
movement.
Absolutely. And then they throw it out of bounds as Traders Point. It's good passing, interior passing. Ball never hit the floor. You can tell it's a veteran ball club when very unselfish, sharing the sugar. Deflection out of bounds. We think about next Sunday as well, or this upcoming Sunday, we have the sectional draw. Both of these teams are in sectional 1A. Traders Point sectional 58. And Greenwood Christian in sectional 59. There's a tip away. Robinson on the breakout will score. TJ Robinson has had a nice second half. That puts him in double figures with 10 points. Tallman from the elbow, no good. Noah Reed cleans it up, can't get it to fall. Gets his own basket, and they're going to wave it off. Call it on the floor.
Going to get it out of bounds under your own basket.
Thought he might have earned the and one opportunity there, but the official said no. He called it on the floor.
Westerfield called for the foul. His second.
Skip pass to Noah Reed. Underneath Satry to Tallman. Too strong. Simmons Little with the rebound. If you're Traders Point, you got to get something going to the basket. You need as many points as you can, as fast as you can. There's Cooper Simmons Little, and he'll travel. Good call there by the official.
They're just trying to find anything that's going to work right now.
They're almost trying too hard.
Yeah. There's times when you do that, and you just got to
Well, and again, I mean, you're missing Drew Bussick, who's a big part of your team. Shoemaker in the corner for three, no good. But he'll gather the loose ball. McIntyre and lost control. Simmons Little with a nice pass. Up ahead and score for Amari Justice. His quarterback skills coming in handy there. Touchdown, and we'll take a timeout and let you come back here with 5:24 left to go in the fourth.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Ref Reps is designed in partnership with numerous state high school associations, helping officials to hone their skills and promote unity in the officiating world. Ref Reps is for the new official as well as the seasoned veteran. Contact us at refreps.com. GCA with the ball. Up 14, 5 minutes left here in the contest. Inside to McIntyre and cutting Shoemaker. Nice dribble there, Bill, for him to clear some space, gather himself, get under control, and then go up for the finish.
Well, you know, at first I thought just go up with the ball, but he's out there on the floor. He knew where he wanted to be, and it was a good move by Shoemaker.
Three-pointer is good. T.J. Robinson, his second three. He has 13.
Robinson's been the guy for this night ball club tonight.
10 points in the second half. Now, at what point, if you're Greenwood Christian, do you just start to run a little more clock? Has it reached that point yet, or still trying to work their offense?
I don't think we've reached that point. You know, you got 4:20 to go here.
Shoemaker says, that's right, Bill. We got this under control. We're going to run our offense, and I'm going to drill my second or my third three of the game.
Well, they're at 49. They average 54 on offense, Clark, so we'll see if they hit that tonight.
Cooper Simmons Little between the legs, cut off by Shoemaker. Long three is good. Amari Justice now with 16. He has 4 threes in the contest. And it looks like they're going to have some patience here. Force Traders Point to come out of their zone. And it looks like they're going to try to match up possibly.
Boer's almost in that spot, but no, he gave it up.
Well, Justice knows he's right in his pocket
he
there.
Is, isn't he?
And maybe they're going to try to go man-to-man.
If he's chewing gum, let me know what flavor he's chewing. Right?
Coach Normandale. Shoemaker to McIntyre. Nice bounce pass to a cutting Boer. Blocked up top by Simmons Little.
No harm, no foul, right?
Justice for three. Rim's no good. Westerfield to Simmons Little. Yes! They keep playing hard. Cooper Simmons Little.
You know, you play till the end of the horn there, Clark. And that's what they're doing.
18-point lead at one time is down to 11. Traders only has 2 team fouls, so to extend this game, they're going to have to start fouling. GCA does a nice job here of just playing keep away in the half court.
And Traders not like they don't want to foul them.
There's the foul.
I think they want to maybe thinking about, we just want to get this over with.
And that possibly could be, or that's their third team foul, so they're still 4 fouls away from one in the bonus.
I heard a quote the other day that somebody said we didn't get beat, we just ran out of time.
That,
you know,
that's definitely can hold true as they get the turnover.
Over and back.
Yeah, you get a basket here and maybe you apply some full court pressure. You still have 3 timeouts left, but this is definitely an important possession to get it into single digits. You got TJ Robinson with 10 points this half alone. And Mari Justice with 16 on the game. They're going to move 4 low. Let Justice create. Can't get it to fall. Shoemaker with the rebound.
And he'll pull it back.
Smart move by Shoemaker to slow it up. And Bill, how nice is it to have 6'4" Blake Shoemaker out there on the perimeter when they're trying to trap? What advantages does he have being that tall against a trap like that?
You know, he just, you know, with that height, you know, he works the height to his advantage.
Yes, he can see over that defense, right?
Yeah.
And
yep.
Easier for him to find that open man. Minute 27 left. Ian Reed with the basketball. Here comes the trap. Almost got it over and back. Pretty close.
But you know, Clark, you know, if nothing drastic happens, GCA is going to go to 14-6 on the year.
Oh, and a tough collision. Westerfield made a nice play. Ian Reed tried to get back after the ball. A little bit of a collision.
It's kind of like something I saw coming up on 465, you know.
that was tough. Westerfield got a little sore getting up. Took a tough part of that, but he'll go to the free throw line. He's a 62% free throw shooter. He's a 6'2" senior. He'll get a 1-and-1 chance. And Bill, if he makes this, makes both of these attempts. You're down to 9. That's just 3 possessions. He gets that one to rattle in.
Well, it didn't look like it was going to go up first, but
he's a shooter. Shooter's touch. Maybe call a timeout here if he makes this and let the team catch their breath and set up in the pressure, see what happens.
Here we go.
Westerfield makes the free throw. They'll sub in Joel Cook for him. 6'4" junior. It's down to 9.
Now, if you're GCA, take your time, take care of the ball. But we know that the Knights are probably going to foul. Or not.
There it is.
Yep.
That's their 5th team foul. So still got to get 2.
You know, that's why they put me in the booth, because they don't want me sitting over there coaching Clark.
Well, now you also got to figure out who do you want to foul. But Blake Shoemaker takes it all the way to the basket and scores.
Man, he's been on fire here in this 4th quarter.
And he's got 12 points here in the second half. 7 for the quarter. As Justice tries to drive. Cooper Simmons-Little, a lot of time going off the clock. Simmons-Little for 3, no good. McIntyre with the rebound. Over to Boer, and I think they'll probably do it now. 20 seconds left.
Yep, and they're just easing up now.
Down in the corner.
And like I said, GCA now goes 14-6 on the year. The Knights fall to 13-6.
A 51-40 victory in a well-contested game by both teams. Played very hard. Got to give Traders Point credit. A little underhanded with missing one of their starters, but battled back from down 18 and lose by 11 points. Bill, who is our Piper Logistics player of the game?
I got to go with Evan McIntyre of GCA because they struggled coming out of the chute. They brought McIntyre in. He set a fire on them. You come out the second half, same thing. Coach Williams puts McIntyre back in. Boom, here we go again. Got to be Evan McIntyre.
Evan McIntyre, 10 points, and was a big spark in the play of the Greenwood Christian Academy Cougars. Well, that'll do it for us here in the South Side. For our team, producer Ben Wood, always a great job. Woody cameraman Joel Mears, always giving us excellent shot. And for my partner Bill Ludlow, this is Clark Chafin. Thanks for tuning in. Our final score once again, Greenwood Christian 51, Traders Point 40. Until next time, so long, everybody.